I'm the new guy. Clairvoyance is sending me this way. And before we begin, I'm not going to start the ceremony hungry. That's 6 points. 6 points. You know what? Let's celebrate with some sublime bread. Or bread. Okay. Oh.
Finally. Come with me.
I say why so harsh, but I'm probably late. Go ahead.
As you wish.
I don't need that tone. Oh. Sorry, just a bit eager. I bumped into you there. There are a lot of unexplained water sources around the Sun Temple.
There.
Oh.
Climb the stairs. Go to the statue and speak with the Grand Master. No idle talking, no stupid gazing, right?
Yes.
Very well. The entire third and fourth sigils are gathered in there, so show some respect. And now, walk blessed, brother.
I take it people aren't thrilled at inaugurating a pathless into the Order. Is this the entire third and fourth sigils? What are the sigils? Oh, is that Signet Lady Batar? Oh, you made it. Oh, sorry, no talking. Hello.
It is time. Come forward, Prophet.
I've a name.
I know what you are feeling. Mistrust. For it is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order. We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others, the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it and found us. Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
Can I correct some of the grammar? This is the day when my old self dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
You said I didn't have to swear on anything. From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Until death absolves me from my duty. Hang on a minute.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to keepers of the first sigil. Rise. Now let us all recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death. May your light guide me. Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength. Go and get your armor at the temple's forge.
Armor?
After that, meet me in the Emporium. There's news.
You said I didn't have to swear on anything, but... So that's it, I'm now a Keeper of the Order?
Of the first sigil, yes. Our masters will teach you. Our smiths will equip you. That is all that I wanted.
But now you bound me by an oath with no takesy-backsies. Knowledge, what are these sigils even? I don't know what they mean.
Ranks. After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the first sigil, and over the course of years, if he proves to be worthy, into higher ranks, up to the fourth sigil, which is held by the Duchessa and the Grandmaster, me.
Well, I'll see you then.
Walk blessed.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
That was a little... Oh, are we just straight into cleaning up, are we?
Walk blessed, Prophet.
You're really not going to be happy about this, are you? But, Grandmaster... Signet Leader Batar.
So, you actually made it, Prodigy. Congratulations. Even though I'm not sure everyone is as glad about that as the Grand Master.
How about you? You don't exactly seem ready to burst with gladness about my consecration either.
Should I? I don't know if you deserve to be here. Sakaresh does. She has proven it for close to 10 years now. But you... Maybe there is something to the Grandmaster's talk about you being one of these emissaries, and maybe you can indeed help us in some way. But you're still an outsider. No matter which crest you wear on your armor, that won't change.
I understand the hostility. I've come in here and I've been fast-tracked into the role of a keeper, which, as you say, Sakaresh, Kalia, she spent nearly a decade training for this. And I turned up... What, have I been in Enderal a week? Is it longer than that now? I hope he knows what he's doing. You two seem to know each other well, then. The Grandmaster,
suppose you could say that, yes. Natara, Tealor, and I passed our novitiate together.
Natara? Oh, is that the lady who really doesn't like me? What do you put that broom down? It's not a weapon. So the three of you will join the Order at the same time?
You make it sound as if the Order is some kind of mercenary guild. You don't join the Order, you're chosen for it. Both Heranthiel and I come from a bloodline older than the stones of this temple. It was our path to become keepers, and we followed it. It wasn't much of a choice.
So, just you and Heranthiel are sort of noble-blooded then. What about the true Chessa?
That's a different story, and not one for today.
Fair enough. I'll let you get back to your duties then.
Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon.
Armor?
Thy name is my sacrament, and thy
Well, I'm supposed to go pick up my armor then. I hope I don't need to wear full plates like they do. It seems incredibly heavy. And I know that...
Oh, there you are. Did you find it?
Yes, here. But be careful, okay? Magister Ragon will have us flayed alive if you lose it.
I will, don't worry. Did you hear the news? This guy, who's been wandering around the temple most recently? Lucar told me the Grandmaster believes he could help find a cure for this red madness.
Oh, they're talking about me. But I certainly sympathize with their caution about Magister Rhaegar. He was... Well, he's not without compassion, but he's certainly got a bit of a fiery temperament. Armory. Here we go. Hello? I'm here to pick up my armor.
If it isn't...
Oh, sorry, I cut you off there. The Grandmaster said I could get my armor here. You might want to close your jaw, you're gonna catch a fly.
Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You certainly have caused some uproar. I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Oh. Oh, the robes are... The white robes, are they? I don't particularly care for the white robes. What about the mail? Definitely not the plate, as fancy as it is. Ah, I've not even seen the mail. What does that look like? Oh, just give me. You better give me the robes. I'm more of a caster kind of guy.
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
I appreciate the honor it is. Keep a hood and robe, but I need to get some equipment. I need some equipment.
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Wait, so everybody of the Order has to pay for their own goods? Is that it? Fine leather cuirass. Do I have a blueprint for this? Boots of the Keeper. They are very fancy boots, but big old chimp. City Guard boots. Oh, those are the boots I was wearing with the protective metal strip. I quite like those. It is very fancy. Elite bow of the third signet. That is quite a interesting bow. Garb of the Keeper. Oh, this is a cloak. I could do with a cloak. I like cloaks. It'll keep me warm and dry. Oh, I've got this. The Keeper Hood. 8 mana. Mana regenerates quicker. It's a nice colour, actually. Keeper Longsword. Maybe I will learn to like the Keeper robes. Oh, that's a fancy shield. This one is taking a beating. Can't you, like, give it a lick of paint, at least? What else? If anything. Obvious robes. Rune sword. That is a savage looking weapon. Doesn't look like you've got anything else, but I think... Embrace of the Keeper. Something about those does appeal to me. And a Watch of the Keeper. That is again a very fancy helmet. Okay, we're going to... Thief Tunic. How much is that? 52 coins. I don't know if she's gonna insinuate anything from me picking that up. But I also want the fine leather cuirass. And then... Just gonna...
Walk blessed.
You two. Let's... Do you have anywhere I could change?
This is the swords.
Wow.
I see they are well and truly ready to equip new keepers. I think this is as good a spot as any. It's quite secluded. Let's just be quick about it. Keep a hood, keep a robe. What were the boots called? City guard boots. You know what? I don't care for this. I thought I would like it more than I actually do. The hood doesn't match the rest of the armor. Or the robes, rather. I do like these boots, though. I'm fond of these boots. But let us just have a look. I have 7 crafting points. My handicraft is at 17, so I can get that up to 24. Let me drop all our blueprints in here. And we'll go back and look at our blueprint collection. So fine leather, I can't do that until handicraft 25. I think the thief hood and tunic, that's 28. Shadowfinger is 21. That's it, I got Shadowfinger, like the inspiration for that, for using that skull, that lady gave me, the alchemist, crazy alchemist lady, in Riverville, who made me balance a skull on my head. I suppose I'm always balancing a skull in my head. We'll take that. We're gonna use, because I have some handicraft books, don't I? Do you mind if I use your your equipment? Use? Why do I craft this? Oh, this is to improve what I have. Guard boots. Oh, you know what? I do have some leather on me. We'll temper our boots. And would I make them at the forge? No. Do you have somewhere for leather working? Like a... I don't even know. I think I will just have to keep an eye out for where I could potentially craft the... Oh, I can't even remember what the blueprint's called. Anyway, I'm just going to see if I can offload some stuff to you, and we'll go back and meet Arantiel. He seems to... Well, he says there's been a development.
Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention it. I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple, an outlander as a keeper. It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik, but someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Arantiel, you wanted to see me?
Prophet, did you find your way around?
I guess so, yes.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found, I want you to go after both of them.
That's beyond me.
Why me after both of them? But, which are these?
The first one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigilled stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
Oh, okay. Well, one of them sounds more achievable than the other, and that's just investigating the discovery. But let's start with the stone. What do we need it for? The memories of a dead person? Like, this is more of a continuation of, you know, what I was doing for Lashari before, and as much as I don't care for her language, she seems alright. I quite like the Neremes mages.
It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness.
Oh. How does it protect them?
Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
So that's why we need the memory of a dead person, but I don't know how we're supposed to achieve that. But it does sound like this sigil stone would be invaluable for sort of protecting the guard and the keepers, and hopefully myself. Well, I am a keeper, I fall in that category. Yeah, so how do we...
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago.
And hang on, so there's a body and we need to access its memories? I thought it was going to be a bit more mystical than that, but... Just tell me more.
Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
I certainly hope so, because I have no idea what we're supposed to do about that. Right, where am I going? Chronicum, that's across the courtyard. That was in the, it's that tall one. Stick to the path.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
Everybody likes this little corner of the courtyard, where the little garden is. I can't say I blame them. I'm just running into crowds of people today.
Well, if it isn't the prodigy.
Right, where am I going?
Rumors about your favorite school of magic. Dangerous waters you're treading in. Be careful.
Village in turmoil. I somehow think clairvoyance is broken.
Move along.
But because it's like a power on mentalism, I believe. Is it just a commentary
It just doesn't make any sense.
on my ability to use it? Let's try the archive.
Yes.
Hello? Doesn't seem to be down here. Let's check my journal. What did Aranthiel say? You know what? I don't think I was focused enough. Oh, this way.
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's a symbol of the Ashian.
One of the two priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of the sigil stone back in the Pyrean era.
Well, hoping can't hurt. But look, we have company.
Hello.
Varric, Archmagister, how's the situation?
I didn't realize you were coming.
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes, this is the Prophet.
Interesting. Truly interesting. I imagined you to be different. I'm Lexiel Marigil, Archmagister of the Holy Order. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, where do we start? Has the Grandmaster already informed you of the goal of this mission?
We're supposed to somehow get a memory from this dead Pyrian because he knows the missing words of the ritual. I haven't really taken any offense by seeming different, by the way. I'm getting that a lot in Enderal. Very conservative.
Correct. Now you're wondering, how will this be possible? This is where the word of the dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
The word of the dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the word of the dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the word of the dead, teleport the Pyrian's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual.
This doesn't seem safe. And this sounds very daring.
You're telling me. I myself feel like a myriad in a toad's pond. But alternatively, we'd have to excavate every ruin on Vin and hope that some priest left one of the scrolls behind.
And that is a good question. Why does this ritual need words? The magic I know is rather... well, it's not silent, but I don't need to do any chanting.
True, but we're talking about a different form of magic. It works similarly to the forbidden school of entropy.
Not that I am familiar with the forbidden school of entropy. Not at all. Why would you think that? That doesn't involve a lot of chanting either. Except for when the spells create, like, the whispers of the dead. I'm just going to move off that topic before anyone starts to suspect. I don't think I'm playing it cool. How am I supposed to find my way around in his memory? I don't speak Pyrian. Well, if it's his memory, surely I will have access to his memories of, like, his language. But it's a good question. Let's ask it just in case. I don't speak Pyrian. Will that be a problem?
That's right, but the priest himself did. And according to the legend, this should allow you to understand.
Okay, I kind of presume that. But assuming I somehow get into these memories, what exactly do I need to look for? Like, what are these... I imagine I'll know it when I see it. Sort of, if we find the right memories, I guess.
Well, we only lack the last words of this ritual. What you have to look for is an ornamental scroll, which looks just like the one on the drawing I'll give you in a moment.
Okay.
All you have to do is remember the glyphs and the scroll, then write them down once you're back in the waking world.
Wait, will this teach me Pyrian then? Will I have access to his memories forever? Or will I just perceive his memories and remember those myself? Oh, I'm so confused. Right, just tell me, where can I find this word of the dead? What is the word of the dead?
Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the word of the dead is in his possession.
Hang on. Are you talking about this odd fellow with the puppets? The aged man from the folk song?
I've heard people sing that. The aged man's abode. So we travel to his manor and somehow take the artifact from him. Are we stealing from this guy? Or are we gonna, like, try to buy it off him? Wait, the aged man from the folktale? How old is this guy?
You won't take it. It will be enough to find it. Use it on the Pyrean and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Dalvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as a fellow collector of artifacts.
Okay.
Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the word of the dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you.
Okay, sounds straightforward, but why all the secrecy? Can't we just, like, force him to give it up? In the name of, you know, stopping the cycle?
A good question, but no. The aged man is special, so to speak. Even the Lightborn ordered us to let him live in peace. The Black Guardian knows why.
The Lightborn?
So, if we have to trick him, we will at least do it inconspicuously, which is why you and the mercenary are well suited for the task. No one will connect your faces to the Holy Order.
Well, that is sensible, but the Lightborn ordered you to leave him alone. That implies he's powerful. If the Lightborn didn't want to mess with him, what do we do if something goes wrong? Which I'm starting to suspect is what is going to happen. Especially if you send Jaspar on the job. He's not very useful.
Then you'll flee. There must be no violence, no matter what happens.
You really are quite afraid of angering the aged man. But how exactly do I use the Word of the Dead? You've not told me what the Word of the Dead is exactly.
Archmagister?
Yes? Well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But
you don't know?
Those are saying the proof of the eating is in the pudding.
But I don't even know if it's going to be a pudding. It could be a pudding.
It definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can.
Both of us?
This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
I hope so. I want to be, you know, I think I am deserving of your confidence, but Jaspar,
there they go.
I guess, shall we go?
Yep. Just meet me at the MoreHUD's tower at the western cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now.
Right, okay. Alright, well, we're doing another mission with Jaspar. Yes, you. I mean, I suppose it was nice enough to congratulate me, and he has been helpful. He did point me in the direction of all these people that have been able to help me. But don't grin at me. I don't like your grin. This was not here before. Hello. I came in here. There was puddles on the floor. It's kind of frosty now. Oh, if he's been teleported around, maybe they just teleported him somewhere safe. Maybe this is just like a workshop room, and they teleport things in and out as they need to. That is quite the position to be frozen in. How are we keeping this cool? Well, elementalism exists, doesn't it? I suppose we can just keep freezing it. Okay. I think it's time to head to the market. Excuse me. Gonna pick up some supplies. See if we can pick up... Do you think it's worth a trip? I don't know why I'm asking you. It might be worth a trip to the Undercity just for some entropy books. And then I guess we go meet Jaspar to do yet more work for him.
So, you actually made it, Prodigy. Congratulations.
I do think actually I have all the materials to... Right, I'm definitely going to the Undercity. I think I have all the materials I need to make another amulet. Another talisman with the bandit's soul. Because hopefully that will be more suited to going and getting up in somebody's face and keeping them focused on it rather than on me. Because if I can... Oh, they do have Eterna Keepers. Because if I can have an apparition that's good in a fight, unlike Darius... I can't summon an apparition here. There's probably some wards around the temple. It would be much more useful. And then I can summon... It's probably not going to be Dwayne. I don't particularly care for Dwayne,
Yes?
so excuse me. Good evening.
Greetings.
I don't really like Dwayne. I prefer Bones much more. He seems like every other new summon I learn is useless. Because I had Bucket. Bucket was great. He wasn't particularly strong, but he was great. And then we had Shelf. And Shelf is useless. Utterly, utterly useless. How late is it? I think it's just overcast. Maybe close to evening, but I should be able to do a bit of shopping still. Right. Hello, sir. I'm just here to use your Phasmalist workbench. We'll talk business after. Right, create a talisman.
Wondering about dark alleys down here.
What am I
Watch your
lacking?
pockets.
Ectoplasm. I have none. I only need the one, though.
What is it, Sunchild?
You know what? Let's... Just walking away. Let's get better prices out of this guy. There we go. Hello. If I were a steel crab, you'd be in handcuffs already. Gimme, gimme.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
Right. We need... Oh, good, he's got exactly as much as we need. Now, Entropy Adept. I'm gonna buy all of them. And that is a much better price than last time. I think I bought 11 last time it was, and it cost me like 1,500, so it is definitely worth using that spell. Right.
Yes, yes. Just
before we leave, create talisman.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't come down here dressed like a keeper. I think that would be bad for my health, but Rugar One-Eye, warrior. Summons a deceased brigand leader. Heavy armor, blocking two-handed and one-handed. I want this apparition to be offensive. I wanted to get in their faces and distract them. Now, let us quit the talisman, use the workbench, and go to equipment. Oh, there he is! Equip item. Is that iron armor he's wearing? So I can give him this. Oh, right, okay. The new spectralizing costs are higher than your resources. They are ectoplasm and bone meal, and any soul gem. Okay, so I need bone meal to actually spectralize equipment. Okay, let's... Hello.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you.
You've only got
Trust
4
me,
bone
they
meal.
don't come
Ah. Well, we've made progress. Let's buy all that bone meal. It looks like we're going to need it. Let's have a quick look at... Death Breath rank 2. I mean, I can't not upgrade that spell. I use it all of the time. What else have we got? Summon dagger. Oh. Do I need rank 2? Or rather, do I need rank 1 before I can use rank 2? Let's find out. Excuse me.
That's a nice dress you're wearing.
For the
there,
last time, it's a
sunshine.
robe. I'm
I'd
wearing
be
a
careful.
robe.
Some people down
Oh.
here would kill for something like that.
She threatens me every time I come. Right. consumables. Let's use all of these entropy books. And then we want to go to our spell tomes. Death Breath rank 2 and Summon Dagger. Okay, so we don't need rank 1 to learn a spell. We can just skip in to the deep end. Now, let's get rid of the Mud Elemental. We're going to stick with Bones. And Summon Dagger. I want to give this a little go. I've still got Death Breath rank 1 in my spell book. But it is stronger rank 2, and I should be using the stronger version. It is starting to sort of drop off in its usefulness. Let's try the dagger. Are you ready? Oh. Now this is a vicious little thing. I like it. See, I'm close to getting silent spell casting. And once I have that, being able to sneak up on somebody and get them with a summoned dagger completely silently, that would be very useful to know. Right, I think we're done. Let's go meet Jaspar and get this show on the road. Oh wait, the false dog. There's that lady there I need to go meet. That guy's sister, who I was pretty sure was trying to deceive me into doing something I shouldn't be. Let's... excuse me. Are they having a dance-off? They've got moves. Some interesting moves, but they've got them. What am I looking for?
Always talking.
Is it you? Hello?
What?
Your brother sent me. He wants you to tell me where you hid the safe key for your father's heritage.
Oh, does he now? Good old Milburn and his silver tongue. Now he's found himself a lackey to do his dirty work for him.
I knew it was going to be something like this.
Let's make this short. I'll keep the key. No idea what he told you, but it wasn't the truth.
Didn't think it was.
Because if it were, you sure as fuck wouldn't be here.
Oh god, is it that bad? And what is the truth exactly? Curiosity, it cuts both ways. What's the truth?
Milbert. I'm sure he told you about the raid on our village, didn't he?
He did.
Well, there's one thing he didn't tell you. After those fuckers killed our parents and tried to break into our house, he left me behind. Took all the valuables he could carry and just ran away. If I hadn't managed to flee, he wouldn't have shed a fucking tear for me. But since fate was so kind to me, things turned out differently. I made it out alive and walked all the way to Ark, where I thought he was. So, you'd think he was glad to see me when I found him in these tunnels, wouldn't you? Well, you're wrong.
Well, that's just how
He let me sleep in the room he paid for from our parents' money, but made me feel as if it was a privilege. And guess what? That hasn't changed. Until today. Yes, he pays for my room in the barracks, but that's about it.
Look, I promised your brother I would help him and keep my words. I didn't really care about keeping my promise to him, but I see your point. But if Milbert doesn't get access to that money, he'll have to close his shop, and then you'll need to sleep on the street. That's the unfortunate reality here.
Yes, but... Huh. As much as I hate to say it, you might have a point there. But it's just... Oh, fuck it. Alright then. I hid the key in one of the barrels close to the entrance to the pit. But it's not like there's much money left anyway. Just... do whatever is necessary. I don't care.
Right. Well, thank you. I know it doesn't feel like the thing you want to do, and certainly it sounds like he doesn't deserve it, but it was the right thing for yourself. Right, what? Is this like an inn room?
Uh-huh.
Either way, we're done in here. Let's go pick up that key, and on the way out of Ark, we can hand it in to Milbert.
Foreigners.
This way.
Foreigners.
Even the people down here in the Undercity are some bigots against outsiders.
My sir.
I don't like your tone.
A sun child, huh? Word of advice.
Where's the pigs?
What do you want? Come with me.
Blazes, damn it, this is ridiculous.
It's called 30 for sheep, and not 1 penny, please.
Is it important?
Oh, let the flesh maggots have you.
What?
May your path always be even, my dame.
Oh, you sarcastic son of a gun. Put off the evil hour. Nathalia, was it? Sorry?
What?
Don't walk away when I'm trying to talk to you. I overheard your talk with the merchant. What's happened?
I don't see how that concerns you. Don't you have some theatre play to attend to, Sunchild?
Look, I'm no Sunchild, right? You know, I'm not some noble theatre goer. Maybe I can help you. I came here in rags on a boat. I was tossed off and left for dead. You know, I'm not some quote-unquote Sunchild.
Help me? Well, I doubt that. That is unless you have a pouch with 300 pennies to give away. Oh, and maybe 2 sheaves of God's tongue to go with it.
Please, why? I mean, she lives in the Undercity. I imagine why she's quite hostile. What do you need the money for? What is God's tongue?
You're really nosy. You know that. But fine, what bad can it do? That son of a virtue over there, Cabal Thorwall. He's the only merchant in the Undercity who still has Vinroot in his stocks. But since he knows that, he sells it for a price that would have upper city snobs running away screaming.
Don't feel.
Well, and if the apothecary in the pest house doesn't get new roots soon, the infected they treat there will start dying like flies within a day.
You don't look like an apothecary. I imagine you're not an apothecary. But can't the apothecary just buy Vinroot from the surface merchants?
They could, and they do. Aye. But that's by far not enough. Especially since the cloister of the League up north has been snowed in for moons now. And as noble as their intentions are, they only have so much coin without their League backing them up.
Fair enough. And I'm only going to ask, are you an apothecary or do you work with them somehow?
Sure, by day. And by night I work as the Grandmaster's personal Kalian dancer. Jokes aside, nah, I'm just an errand girl. But down here, having paid work is already something to feel blessed for.
So you kind of work with them, but you're definitely not one of them. And these infected, are they the flesh maggot sufferers? But can they only be treated with this root, the Vern root?
You're no alchemist, are you? Aye. Red vine root is the only thing that can help get those flesh maggots out of an infected body. I repeat, can. Even with a proper treatment, most people don't make it through.
And I have an idea why Kabar doesn't lower his prices, but any idea why he doesn't? He must know, you know, what at stake, there's lives at stake.
Of course he does. But he sees an opportunity to get rich quick, and so he uses it. He's always been like that.
Well, maybe I can talk to him then.
Maybe you could, aye. I guess it'll be worth a shot. We need at least 10 sheaves so that the apothecary can make use of them. And I don't want to seem ungrateful, but don't expect to get anything in return for your help.
No, I wasn't. You don't have to give me anything.
Huh? Well, fine then. Good luck.
I mean, if they could afford it, they would have bought these red bin roots already. Right. I've been told you're selling red bin roots.
Oh, by the name of the sun. Won't this ever stop? Tell Nathalia, the apothecary, or whoever sent you that the price stays.
You know, I could just take the routes from... I don't really want to start an altercation in the Undercity. He's probably paying the shadow tax. And I don't want the relata coming down on my head. Nathalia said that without the route, dozens of people will die. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It does, actually, yes. But it does not change the fact that I need to live somehow too. And that 300 per sheep is already a fair price. Go on, ask those upper city merchants. You're lucky if they sell it below 500. Listen, I know exactly what you're thinking. This ruthless bastard, how greedy, how evil, and so on and so forth. But that's not how it is, believe me. So, back to business. Are you looking for supplies? If not, just shove off.
Look, this red bin route, it sounds like it is difficult to acquire, and therefore costly. I'm not going to rob this man. I've got the money. I'm going to sort of like pass on my fortune to others less fortunate. Here's 300 pennies. Give me 10 of the routes.
Yeah, now that's a surprise. I expected a speech. Here you go. Pleasure doing business with you.
A real pretty thing you are.
Oh, stay away from me, please. No, I'm good. I'm good. Nathalia? There she is.
Huh?
I've got the routes for you. Here, 10 sheaves.
Blazes? You're serious? Where? On second thought, bet I don't ask. Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
Right, we've done our good deed for the day. The pit. Is this? Oh. Oh, that's empty. Ah! Bank vault key 1121. That's not very well hidden. Anybody could have seen that and just gone, oh, I'm going to nip up to the bank and make a withdrawal. Alright, we've got the key. Let's head back to Milbert.
Sunchilder, I bet you came to watch those fools cut their guts open in the dust pit.
I fought in the dust pit.
Sir?
Oi, you there.
Oh, don't go starting something again. Milbert?
Well, comes a point,
Milbert?
you just have to live with it.
Search Celia's home. Why? Does Celia have something to do with this? His sister? Oh, I'm supposed to go meet... It's only just bar. Oh, but the Undercity.
I just don't respect the others anymore.
Look, if there's been a murder, probably time is of the essence. Let's head back to the Undercity, where all my trauma is about being beaten about an arena.
Good evening.
Good evening. Off we pop.